Welcome to Alabama Care, everybody. I'm here with my co-host John Wood and our guest Cindy Ragan, the director of Miracle League. If you would, John, please introduce yourself.
I'm John
Just a
Wood.
little bit more.
I am 3 books as well as I run a YouTube channel and a Facebook page called Author on Wheels.
And Cindy, if you would introduce yourself.
I'm Cindy Ragan. I am the director of Miracle League here in Montgomery.
Okay,
Right.
so let's see. My first question is, are you originally from Alabama? Honestly, because I
I
just
am
didn't know
not.
this.
Well, that's okay. I am not. I am from Missouri, born and raised in Missouri,
Right.
and moved because of work. And so I've been here in Alabama now 25 years, probably.
Wow.
Give or take.
Hey.
Wow. So you've basically been here my entire life.
There you go. See?
Pretty
And
much
that,
Yeah.
yours too. Okay.
then. Right.
So, what is Miracle League?
Well, Miracle League is a softball or baseball league for special needs kids. We play on a special field that is rubberized and it's all flat. The bases are painted on the field. Kids from 3 or 4 up to adulthood are welcome. We have teams, we have coaches, we have volunteers. Sometimes we have dogs come out and visit us.
Mm-hmm.
Play an hour at a time. Everybody plays, everybody hits, everybody runs, and everybody scores. Sometimes we have people that require help. That's why we have volunteers to kind of guide them. Sometimes it doesn't matter where we guide them, they're going to go where they want to go, kind of like Sarah did.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we just have a lot of fun. Families get to interact with other parents of kids with same problems or disabilities. Kind of gives the family a break. They can sit in the stands and watch, and we take care of the kids. The field is fenced, so hopefully we don't have anybody escape, get away from us.
Like me.
So that, right? Well, no, this always came late, so it didn't really matter. But
Not always.
the kids play and have a big time, and it's a good outlet for kids to meet other kids with similar disabilities, and the parents also can interact with other parents that are facing the same problems. And it's a nice big community, and we all are. I consider everybody my extended family.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to ask questions? Or
Yeah.
did you
Actually,
want
I
me to
just
keep
have
going?
one segue back into yours. Um, Cindy, can you give us 3 qualities of a person who volunteers for Miracle?
3 qualities. Well, they obviously like kids because our kids are wild.
Yes.
Sometimes it's kind of like herding a group of cats. They just go where they want. They've got to be kind-hearted, have a lot of patience, and a desire to want to play, because we play. We don't make anybody do anything we don't want to do. We just have a good time. Um, I love the kids. Um, I love the parents. The parents are incredibly unique to
Mm-hmm.
be able to handle kids and take care of them. Um, we get a lot of volunteers that come out to help us, and some of them respond really well to the kids, take right up to them, and the kids will take a shine to them.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get adults that are afraid, they're uncertain.
Right. Yes.
What or shouldn't I do? How should I touch them? And this, that, and the other thing. I just tell them, treat them like they're your kid. They're
Exactly.
just kids.
Yeah,
They just have a
exactly.
special need, and
Mhm.
otherwise they're just like you and I are, and they are as deserving of being able to play ball and have a good time as anybody. And
Exactly.
this is what Miracle League is about:
Mhm.
giving every opportunity to play, to have fun, without restrictions, without rules. Just have a good time and enjoy
Right.
yourself. And
Right.
that's what we
That's
do.
incredible.
We have a
My
lot of
goodness.
tears throughout the games. Um, Grandparents stand that yell and scream and holler when their grandson or granddaughter hit the ball.
Mhm.
Themselves is shocked sometimes, like Sarah always was when she hit the ball, that she hit the ball.
Not all the time. Maybe the
Now.
Okay,
first time. Every game.
so
So like every
it's just a
Saturday.
lot of. There you go. Just a
Exactly.
good time. I mean, we it's just a good time. It's kind of like one of those things. If you go once, you're kind of like hooked, especially if you enjoy helping, being a part of a community that obviously needs help and needs to be
Mhm.
Yeah.
integrated into just the normal society. This is what we do. This
Right.
is what I strive to get across when I'm there.
Yes.
I don't, I make, if I think the kid hit the ball and not use the tee, I'm going to take the tee away from you and I'm going to pitch the ball to you because I want you to learn how to hit. And I can't tell you how many stories I've got of kids that would hit on the tee and hit on the tee, and finally I'd say, "Let's take the tee away." We'd throw the ball a few times, and finally they'd hit the ball. They never wanted the tee again, and it just goes to show that it doesn't matter what's wrong with you. You can learn to do things that
Right.
that
Mhm.
your brother and sister does without thinking. You can learn how to
Exactly.
do that, and kids do
Right.
that.
Right.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Let's see. So, how did you hear about Miracle League and what drew you to it?
Well, actually, when it came here, I think it started back in 2005, 5 or 6 is when it started. And I, at that time, was running a convenience store, and there was a big giant billboard outside the convenience store that said Miracle League coming to Montgomery, volunteers needed, and the phone number. So I
Mm-hmm.
called the number and talked to Doug Singleton, who got all this started and made it happen, and said I'm real interested in helping. And he said, well, just show up and we'll go from there. And I said, all right. So I showed up and I never left. I've been there since it started.
Wow.
15, 16 years
Yeah.
now.
Gee, that's
See,
incredible.
I'm learning all this stuff about Cindy I didn't know. I didn't
That
know
that
that
that's
either.
incredible.
I
Another
knew
question.
Cindy as a pitcher, not as.
I was a, I am the pitcher for the kids. Yep. I'm able to find that little sweet spot that they all have so that no matter how bad they're doing, they're going to hit that ball.
Mhm. Go ahead, John.
Sorry about that. My brother keeps calling in on video chat, even though I have my notifications turned off. Another one of my questions I have for you, Cindy. What makes Miracle League a memorable experience for those who are a part of it, whether they're a volunteer or one of the kids that are a part of the teams?
That it's fun and that it's an experience that they want to try again. And they become vested in some of these kids that need to
Mm,
be their handheld and run around the bases, or the kid, because one thing about these kids, especially your Down syndrome kids, your autistic kids, if they take a shine to you, they're going to hug you every single time you. And these volunteers get a hug from one of the kids
I'm busy.
that's automatic. It is, it just
Mm,
warms your heart. It's something that you just don't forget. It, I mean, I don't even have words to describe that feeling. That it's kind of overwhelming. Even when Sarah would hug me, it just warms your heart to know that this child appreciates what you're doing. It's their way
exactly.
of telling you we appreciate what you're doing, and the parents see it, and
Mhm.
it can be overwhelming at times.
Yes,
So
it could.
I think that's probably what they come off with, because I have introduced a friend of mine to Miracle League, and she and her husband now have been coming for probably 7, 8 years as well. And it's
Hmm.
just because it's just fun. It's there's
Mhm.
just like no rules. The only rule is that we have fun, and that's what we do for about an hour. We have a grand old time, and then the younger kids go away, and then the high school kids come in, and we have another hour of fun. Then they leave, and then we got the little older high school kids age, and we have another hour of fun, and then we're all worn out and we go home.
Yep.
It's just
So it's basically
you
just
should
a barrel of
you should
fun.
come out and see sometime. You don't
I'll
have to
have to make.
play. You just need to come see us. We have a big time.
You'll have to come
I'll have
visit
to.
me.
Well, I am. I
Well,
am. I'm.
you need to
I'm
bring
in.
John.
Yeah,
He
I'm in
he lives
Florida.
in Florida, so he'll have to come visit me.
Oh,
I'm.
okay.
I'm. I'm about 4 hours from where Sarah lives, so I can kind of
I'm sure
make things.
there's a Miracle League some. There's probably a Miracle League somewhere close to you, because
Pensacola.
there's over 600 fields in the United States.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think we have in either Pensacola, but
We have 13 in Alabama, 13 or
Mhm.
15
oh
Miracle
man,
League fields in Alabama.
that's
Yep.
incredible. Sarah, go
Hmm.
ahead.
Let's see.
By the way, you took one of my questions.
I
Oh,
said
I'm
that I
sorry.
was gonna. I said that I
You
was
took.
gonna put two of them together.
You took number four away from my thing, but go ahead.
Um, let's see. You've already actually answered number four. So, what have been your roles in Miracle League? Because
My
I knew you
roles,
was pit. Yeah, I knew you was
pitcher.
pitcher.
I have pitched. I have just been in the outfield fielding balls. I have been the catcher and helping the kids get set so they can hit the ball and hold the bat right and stand right and run when they hit. And I've done a little bit of everything that's needed. Just in the last three, this will be my fourth year. Well, third year. I guess we can't count you last year since we didn't do anything, but I've technically been the director now for 4 years with
Didn't
them.
realize that it'd
So
been that long.
I've worked from the bottom up, from
That's
carry the
incredible.
supply. I tell everybody else what to do.
That is incredible. That kind of that, that I don't even know what to say about that. But another question I have for you, Cindy. What would you say to somebody who wanted to volunteer for Miracle League? They've never heard of Miracle League before. What would you say to get that person to? think about volunteering for Miracle League?
I would tell them that it requires a lot of patience, the ability to run, jump, and play and have a good time. But most importantly, just come out at least one time, and you don't have to participate, but just come out and see what we do, see what kind of kids we have. And if you're so moved and want to come on out and play and help us, then you're by all means you're welcome. But you come out one time, you see what's going on, you're hooked,
Mhm.
and you just are. It's
I can
just
agree with that statement.
it's just
Well,
you just get hooked.
well, I can definitely agree with that. And since Sarah already said I have to visit her, so I might swing by and figure out what what y'all are all about and see if it would work for somebody that doesn't live in the state. That's
Well,
incredible. Go ahead,
It'll give
Sarah.
me a chance to come back.
that's right. And you
I'll
can
come
bring
pick
your
you up.
nephew. You can get him started being a volunteer sooner.
True.
You don't mind state volunteer, do you?
Nope. I'll take anybody that would like to help us. We
All
have
right, good.
baseball teams here in town that come out and help. Um, we've had cheerleaders come out and
Our
help, and
leaders.
then cheer for our ball teams.
All
We've had church groups, 4-H groups come help us. Sometimes we get more volunteers than we have kids, but hey, that's okay.
That's fine,
So
I mean,
it's just,
It's
it's
still a lot
just
of
a,
fun.
it is. It always is fun.
seems like it really
I mean,
is.
for me, I could be having one of my worst days. Don't want to go. I'm tired. Blah blah blah. I go out there in a bad mood, and within 5 minutes of one of these kids running up and giving me a hug, or throwing the ball at me, or running over me, or trying to hit me with a bat, my bad mood's gone because I
Mhm.
don't have need to have a bad mood if these kids, with all the physical challenges they have or the mental challenges that they have, and
Exactly.
they are always smiling. These kids
Mhm.
have a smile on their face. How can you not? How can you not want to be around that? I
Right.
tell my
Exactly.
friends, I say, man, I went out there today. I didn't anymore want to go and fly in a kite. I said, but boy, am I glad I went. And I am every time.
Mhm.
That's hearing one of those heartwarming stories makes someone who's never volunteered, never even played for a Miracle League team, that makes me want to get out and, even at my age with my physical limitations, I want to get out there and, show my best and see what this organization can do for somebody that has never really had the experience of doing something so hands-on like this, except for being on a wheelchair basketball team for 3
Mhm.
years.
Well, that's pretty tough. That's a lot more
It
tough than we do.
Then Miracle League, yeah.
oh,
Yeah. We don't get knocked out of our chair. Well, I almost knocked Sarah out once, twice, but we don't typically
Or
knock the kids
three
out
or
of their
four.
chair. Well, yeah.
I was
right.
just
I'm
that
trying
one
to.
exception.
And honestly, Cindy, we're saying about you could be on the field or come on the field in a bad day and within 5 minutes be, uplifted and happy again. Let's just say that if Sarah were to run at you in a power chair with or holding a bat towards you, you'd probably want to run away. And yeah, because she's kind of scary. Holding a bat,
Well, she could.
That probably would have happened if I had had a power chair at the time.
It would
man.
have. It would have. I would have. I would have figured out some way to get even. That's what I'm
Cindy
saying.
had
Chase the
They're
water hose.
just kids that want to play, and they want to be treated like I would treat anybody else. And if a normal kid came running at me with a bat in play like what Sarah may have been doing, if she had her power chair, I would retaliate on that kid that came at me. So it's just, they're just kids that want to be recognized as being normal. And that's
Exactly.
one of the most important things that I can do.
In fact, if you break down the word disability, take away the dis, because all these kids, no matter what their special ability may be, they have an ability that
Absolutely.
overpowers disability. You know,
Yep.
the word disability doesn't truly have to be a disability. It
Right.
just means different ability to be the same person that God in turn created them to be.
That's right. And we're giving them that ability. I am
Yeah,
giving them the ability to play ball. And I certainly try my best to not focus on what they
the
can or
disability.
can't.
That,
Exactly. And I even sometimes have a hard time saying it because I don't, sure they do. I mean,
Yeah.
yes,
some have more issues than others. But I don't care. They can Sarah told me she was going to ask me to tell stories about kids that I've worked with. There's one little girl that comes out and she's in a chair. She has on a ventilator. She she did not respond much at all to anything we did when we started this whole Miracle League thing. She's been coming out. I couldn't even tell you how many years she's been coming out. So she's gotten bigger. She's in a wheelchair, of course. She
hmm
Her response now is to discomfort or pain because
Hmm.
I get. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I
Makia.
think no.
You don't know her.
No.
She responds to movement. She responds real good to pain.
hmm
And she's so contracted. So when she comes out, she has her siblings with her, and they push her around the bases, and her mom's there, and sometimes her dad, and sometimes uncles. It just depends. But when she comes up to bat, I get a bat. I move her arms and open her hands to put them
right.
around the bat. And then, of course, we have the ball on the tee. And
hmm
I'm constantly telling her what I'm doing. And what we're going to do, we're going to hit the ball now so you can run. I know this is hurting your hands, and I know you're going to be mad at me one day and take this bat and hit me. So,
Oh, my-
and we go 1, 2, 3, and I make arms make the movement of hitting the ball. She hits the ball. Of course, the kids that are pushing her, they take off running. But
yeah,
she has gone from, in my memory, of not much response to anything to she responds now. Now,
and it's all
that might,
positive.
that's right. I mean, I know the pain is there, but I know that it's also a positive reaction to what I'm doing that she may
Right.
not have
Yes,
ever if her family hadn't introduced her to us at Miracle
Yeah,
League.
exactly.
You know, you and Sarah, I know you know Brian Gullidge.
Yes.
You know, Brian had no response much of anything when he started
Hmm.
coming, talking now,
Wow.
and gives me no end of grief, and holds his head up, and moves his arms, and is very interactive with everybody around him.
Wow.
But it was a gradual change, but it came, and he
Yeah.
is an amazing young man.
that's
Let's see. There has been some stuff in Facebook chat. Adelie Bellew said this is a video that I've wanted to see for a while. Um, Heather Sims. This is actually a question, or was a question for later, but we can go ahead and answer it. if someone wants to connect with Miracle League, how do they find and connect?
You can go to our website, Miracle League, MontgomeryMiracleLeague.com, or you can email me at MontgomeryMiracleLeague@gmail.com. I think that's what it is. I haven't said it for a while. MontgomeryMiracleLeague@gmail.com. That's it. You can email me, and then you can, and I'll respond to your email with phone numbers and whatever else you need. Right now we're playing. We're playing on Friday nights just because we don't have enough kids right now to have a full Saturday morning routine like we used to. So we have two games, one at
Friday.
5:30, 6:30 on Fridays. And the adults in group homes play at 6:30 and the younger kids are playing at 5:30. My goal is this year to play in the fall and have a full blown Friday night game and then our games on Saturday morning. Hopefully by then
Okay.
everybody will be more vaccinated and uh, some of our restrictions will be lifted. I just don't. I've been probably overcautious on this end just because I certainly don't want any of these kids to get sick. I
Right,
require the peers and everyone to wear masks when they're there and they're interacting with the kids. I just don't want to risk
right,
them getting ill. They're just a little bit more susceptible to stuff, and I
yeah,
just don't. I don't want it to be my fault
yeah,
because it would if somebody got sick. So I'm hoping to have a fall season this year, and if it goes well, then we'll turn around and we'll play in the spring, and then we'll get back into the fall, and we'll be having hopefully by this time next year we'll have two sessions, a spring and a fall session.
cool.
Well, that just took away my last question for you.
Sorry, I
That's
can talk
fine.
um,
about Miracle League all the time.
That's fine.
Darcy Porter Dixon said wheelchair basketball is no joke.
No, it
I
3 years, and it was a.
I've seen Dudley play. It's no joke.
It's
It is
no
no
joke. I
joke.
hear you.
My first ever game, I literally played. We had a gentleman who is probably about my height. I'm 5 foot even, and he went to make a basket, and chair went forward. He slid out of chair, hit his head on the pole.
Oh
We were in
wow,
indoors. Yeah, so he got a concussion, I believe.
wow. Let's see. Darcy Porter Dixon also said Miracle League is awesome and thankful for them because many local fields offer a place for wheelchair softball to play on an outdoor field. I
Hmm.
guess don't.
Yeah. I know there's a
Someplace.
field up in Prattville. I have not been up to
Yeah,
that field. Is I don't know if it's just a regular dirt field or if it's uh, a rubberized field like ours is. Have
I
you seen it?
think that they have it. I haven't been up there, but I think they do have it rubberized.
Okay. I need to go up and check them out, but they're playing on nights I'm playing, and
Mm-hmm.
I just don't go. I'm just don't go. I don't have a good
Right.
excuse.
It's a drive.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
it's not 4 hours, so I probably could do it. But
you leave early enough in the morning. Yeah.
yeah, I might be able to make it up that evening.
Right.
um. So Cindy,
Yes, ma'am.
this you kind of went into stories, but I
Yeah.
kind of want to hear some more.
You
Just
want
because
to
I
hear
like
some more?
hearing your, I kind of just like hearing your stories.
You do? Okay, let's see. What other stories have I got? Um, well, there's I could tell a story about you, how you used to come out walking and then you ended up and you needed your chair. But since you got in your
Hmm.
chair, I would take a ride. So when you would be coming around home, third base, going to home, I didn't want you to go without a challenge. So I just sit in your lap and then
Yeah,
you'd get tired and then just dump me on the ground. So,
that is true.
yeah. Um, we had another young
I would
man in the power.
literally, I would literally be like one push away from the home plate, and I would just stop until
Yep,
she got up.
that's true. You did.
What the heck? Oh,
I was
oh,
trying to get her out. No. What else? Yeah, we just have kids that come out that are very hyper, and their attention span
Hmm.
is not the best. But playing ball and having to keep their eye on the ball and trying to get them to focus that I'm getting ready to throw the ball helps with that. Um,
yes.
and kids improve. Of course, age has a lot to do with it too. As they get older, sometimes their abilities improve and their attention span improves. They've all gotten bigger and wiser and smarter than me now, and they
Exactly.
just they just learn. They learn when they come up to the plate where to stand. They've learned how to hold the bat. They've learned what they have to do. Sometimes when they're
Right.
first learning, they hit the ball and it goes down the third base line. Well, they just follow it. They run down that way as well. And we're okay with that. If they want to run to the third base line and then turn around and run home and be safe, they are. Um, See, you shouldn't have asked me about telling stories because I'm better if they start coming to me. Now I've got a block. Um,
We can talk about something else and then come back to it.
then come back. I'll be
Yeah.
thinking.
Do you have any more questions, John?
Actually, no. You took my last question. You've taken two of my questions today, and I really didn't come
Chat
up with
took your
much.
question.
You're right. The chat did take my.
Let's see.
I really didn't come up with anything else. Like,
Oh, Clifton posted the Miracle League website
okay,
in the Facebook chat.
Okay. So everybody's welcome. Um, we don't turn anybody away. We don't turn anybody away if they can't pay the registration fee. Um,
mm,
Everybody's entitled and needs to play if they want to play. And I want
Yeah.
every challenged kid in town, if they want to come play, to come play. I will find a place on the field for them. I'll find a volunteer to help them because I don't want the parents to have to be out on the field. I want them to be able to have that experience of seeing this special kid they have be able to play ball, hit the ball, and run. And it just gives everybody an overwhelming sense of this is awesome when they're there.
I think I actually, I'm trying to remember, but my first game, I wasn't like, I was coming to watch someone else. And
yeah.
I think I literally sat in the dugout. Y'all finally got me inside the fence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I sat in the dugout for
For a
forever.
while. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we
then
got
finally got me to go bat once, like right before the hour was ending. And I never left after that.
you. See, even for you, it's just fun. There's
Mhm.
not.
That's incredible.
It's just fun. There's no there's no pressure on these kids to perform.
Mm-mm.
Do they do? If they don't, they don't. We still cheer for them, and we still encourage them to run the bases, and we still appreciate them when they come over the home plate, and we everybody gets a high five or a knuckle bump or something, and it's okay. It's
Right.
okay if they don't fall. It's okay if they have a meltdown out in the outfield. We just let them.
Right.
They're not going to hurt anything. They're not going to hurt themselves. You know, it's just a time of relaxation and fun, and everybody gets along. There are no parents that are yelling at the coaches or the umpire or
Exactly.
the kids. It's pretty much the only person that yells at anybody is me, and that's what I'm telling them they need to run. Um, or Sarah, you need to pick up the
Or
speed,
me, just because.
just because I can.
Just because
So,
she can.
uh-huh, exactly. So it's just, I mean,
Usually when she's throwing baseballs at me.
it's all right. Well, the ball is rubber, sort of. It's soft,
Three,
so it won't hurt much.
three people at a time, rather.
But like I said,
Exactly.
the whole bucket to go towards her, I would have. But that's all right. We
Dang.
just have a good old clean fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Hmm.
He's thinking of
You got mine.
something. What are you
You
thinking of?
you got mind racing now on ideas to make you come back to Miracle League as a volunteer. It
Good.
involves silver string and whipped cream.
You don't have to force me to come to Miracle League to be a volunteer. I just have to have time.
I
Yeah.
will make it to have time, Sarah. Have we got any more
I mean,
questions in the in?
after. No.
Okay, go ahead.
After,
Yeah, I'm in.
after the beginning of June, I'm free. So.
Well, we're going to play. We'll start. My goal is to start play after Labor Day in September and play through October to maybe the first weekend in November and then be done. So you're certainly welcome. Everybody's, like I said, everybody's welcome to help, to play, to coach. You want to come out and be a coach? I'll let you do that. You can come out and coach. I'll probably need some.
Dudley.
And
Dudley was a coach.
coaching, yeah, coaching basically just requires making sure somebody bats.
Yep.
Whoever's next bats.
Give
Move
me
them
a
along so
clipboard.
they bat.
I'll definitely.
Otherwise, it's all,
All
we
right
just,
then.
It's so much fun, though.
it is.
And I mean, it seems like y'all have the most state of the art facility to do it in. You got an all
We were
rubberized
very
field, and
fortunate. We were very
well, that's
fortunate.
good.
Doug raised money through the city and other people throughout the community that forked out some money to have this field built. We also have a playground right next to it that
Mm-hmm.
was donated. That's rubberized as well and it's wheelchair accessible. So that's really nice.
Yeah.
The kid
So
in me is kind
sometimes we have kids that skip out and would rather play on that than with us, and we're flexible. We don't get up. We don't want to play.
that's that. Mhm. Now I know why you got me in on this interview. This is an incredible like story to hear. This is an incredible organization, and it seems like they've got the most important part of it is not just you, Cindy, but the kids. That the kids, the volunteers, everyone that comes out to support Miracle League is not just an integral part of the whole, you know, I look at it as each person is a chocolate chip in the chocolate chip cookie that is Miracle League. And you're just one of the main people that is like out there and willing to do whatever she can to make these kids have fun.
Yep.
Mhm.
In the end, you're doing a
Yep.
great thing for a cause, and it gets the community. It involves the community, so that's another big thing for that. That's kudos to you. You the day that they
Well,
lose
thank you.
you, go ahead.
They'll
I
be
was
all
just
right.
about to say that I was just about to say that she can never leave.
The day that they lose will be a sad, sad, sad day.
But she can
Well,
never
I
leave.
oh,
She,
well, see, I don't do it for me. I don't do it for me. I do it for
I,
them. It's not about me. It's not about what I like or what I don't like. It's about what these kids deserve and what
exactly.
these parents deserve to have the this venue for these kids to be able to play and have a good time in a safe environment
Hmm.
where there's no worries. There are no worries
Right.
about bad being there and taking advantage of anybody. And there's nobody that makes any comments because if they did and I heard them, they wouldn't be in the park. Um, and we have other team, the rest of the fields out there are for all the regular kids. And the regular kids come and stand there and watch because
Hmm.
they're amazed. They have come to me and said, "Can they really hit the ball?" I said, "Well, yeah, why not?" You
Yeah.
know, they're and then you see the kid bring their mom or dad over to the fence to watch, and it's opening eyes to kids with special needs that they're just like those kids of the same age
Hmm.
playing.
Exactly.
That they have they can play as well as you can play, or they can play as well as I can play,
Hmm.
and that's what it should be. It's all inclusive. There shouldn't be a, oh well, he's got something wrong with him, he can't play.
Right.
So what? Probably have something wrong with you
Right.
too. It's just not showing right now.
Right.
Yes.
So these kids deserve this, and they deserve to be treated just like regular kids. We get them uniforms, they get a hat, they have a team, they have a coach, their names on the back of their shirt, just like their brother or sister would have if they were playing
Hmm.
in the league.
Yes.
Right.
So that's what that's about, is to make them feel just like their brother who's playing, even though we have a special field and we have no rules, we're playing ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what it's about.
What better way to end on that? That
Right.
blew my.
That was deep, Cindy.
That
Well, that'll be
I
it
don't
for
think I
the
could.
day then. I
I don't
don't
think
think
I
I
could
can
write
do it.
a book.
Do what?
I don't think I can do that again.
I couldn't have done
Wow.
that the first time. That was deep.
I, I'm glad this is live. Sarah, you meet the most amazing people, and now I know why I'm a part of this team. This is like meeting people like her is just like opened my eyes to what even I can do, and I've been basically out of childhood for 10 years or more. You know, I'm almost
And
30 years
Cindy
old.
can't get rid of me.
Yeah, no matter, it's like a bad tooth. You either gotta pull it or just let it go.
Yep.
Yep.
Cindy will never get rid of me, much as she tries.
You know what? And that'll be perfectly all right. You're
Mm,
Maybe
still
one.
part of the Miracle League. You're still part of the Miracle League family, even though you don't come see us often.
Yeah,
Once you
I need
you're
to.
always a part of us. You do, but you will again when the time's right. You'll be there. You'll come out and see us.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get Sarah to watch other things instead of bugging me all the time.
I
You know,
don't bug you
Mm.
all the time. What are you talking about? I can't bug Cindy anymore. Had to find someone.
Uh, well,
well,
yeah, but now you
because
got all the information, so you might be able to,
True.
yeah,
and it'd be okay. I'm okay with it.
yeah, get in your car and start
I just have to
driving. Drive
find.
across.
I just have to find another way for you to uh throw baseballs at me.
Yeah,
Get
show
one of
up,
those
and
cute.
I'm sure I can figure something out if you come out there.
Let's
That's awesome.
see what
That's
else. Uh, Darcy Dixon said, "Thankful for all the folks who volunteer and make these kids feel so included."
yes, really, literally, we're thankful.
Hmm.
Well, I'm glad I was
Well,
able to get involved in it, and I'm glad I'm there. So, and we'll be playing this Friday night, 5:30 and 6:30.
Friday night.
awesome.
We'll play
I know
until
short term,
May 21st.
May 21st. Okay.
That's like the week before I actually come back here.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
Well,
Just gonna have to play again. And then,
we'll play in the fall. So keep that in the back of your mind. I'll let you know when we're playing.
okay, that sounds good.
I'll
Okay.
hmm, fall schedule and I'll come out for one.
Let's see. Anything else? There's nothing else in chat. Did you have any more questions, Sean?
Nope, I don't think so. Not that I can pull off
Right.
my head or that's here. I've already got everything down. So
And let's see. That was all
kinda,
I had to. Do what?
I said I'm kind of sad to have this interview end.
This is the first time I've seen Cindy in quite a while, so
This is
And it's
true.
like
it's like a
I
reunion or something.
it
It is.
is. It's
That's it.
Ripple League
Softball
reunion.
reunion. Yep. Well, see, I'd rather you wait to come out and play with us in the fall. That way, maybe by that time I can give you a hug. See,
That is true, yeah.
can't touch anybody.
Yeah. That's true.
Well,
Well, I think that's actually it.
I
As much as
really
I don't
think
want
that
this interview to end.
yeah, you both honestly, you and me both. Anything else that we
Well,
want to
talk
close out
again. So
on?
Anything else, what, John?
Anything else we want to end on? Anything else that we need to um, put out there before we end? Or
Mm-mm. Clifton put the Miracle League website in the chat,
all right, so they know where to. All right, great.
and yeah,
Well,
so they should know everything.
well
perfect.
then, I guess I'm
Thank you for
being
having
authorized.
me. I appreciate it very much. I've enjoyed talking to you
You
too.
you're
Well, we're
welcome.
glad that
It was good to see you.
You
great
as
to meet
well.
you.
You. It was nice to meet
This has
you
been
as well, John.
really interesting experience and really eye opening.
Well, good.
My and
Some others saw it, and we'll get some more kids come out and play.
oh please, we'll get them. We'll get them for you. We'll
Okay,
You'll have a
I'll
bigger team
take
one
them.
of these days.
Oh,
I'll
there's
take
one
them.
more
I'll take
question.
every one of them.
What's there?
There's one more question that just popped up. Is
Oh,
there a chapter of this organization in Mississippi?
I'm sure there is. You can go to the organization is out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's off of Conway Road in Atlanta. You can just Google Miracle League in Atlanta, and they have a listing of all the fields, all the places where there's a field.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I'll have to do that myself. Not so sure our field is, but
Yeah.
all right. That's it.
I think that's it.
Well, let the cheers fall, I guess.
It, it was good talking to
Okay,
y'all.
you as well.
Right.
Glad to see you. Glad you're well. Glad you're doing well.
All
Alright,
right.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right,
Sounds
guys.
good. All right.
See y'all
Thank you
later.
Bye,
so much.
guys.